We are with the people behind Tasty High Chef, Masha and Claire. They are cooking up some cannabis-infused foods today.
We're gonna do our take on a cannabis happy hour. In fact, we call it the happiest hour. I'm Claire Gilbert, co-founder of Tasty High Chef.
My name is Masha Itkin, and I'm the other co-founder.
We're a San Diego-based cannabis gourmet cuisine catering company.
Claire, what are we cooking today?
Today we're doing our take on a Moscow Mule. We changed its name to a Mary Jane Mule.
Ooh.
Mary Jane Mule replaces the vodka with cannabis. And we like to take it to another level, get the party started and get it smoking.
Okay. How did you guys come up with this recipe for drinks?
So we create this cannabis-infused simple syrup using whole flour, and we do it to make a water-soluble infusion, so it hits about the same amount of time as it would an alcoholic drink. So in about 15 minutes, you're gonna fill this drink. Beautiful. This drink itself here is 7 milligrams. It's a take on a Moscow Mule, where we replace the vodka with the cannabis-infused syrup. So all the fun, but none of the hangover.
Right.
Enjoy.
I like that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good.
Way better than alcohol, seriously. Sure. You can down this thing like nothing.
I like the syrup.
Yeah,
like
can
that.
you taste the cannabis?
Yeah.
It's just a little bit on the backside,
Yeah.
right? Rather than real forward.
A little bit, just a little bit of cannabis hint at the end, so you know it's there.
I grew up in Russia, and red caviar is something that we often had as a luxury. And I love quail eggs, which we're gonna put on top of this as well. So we have our infused creme fraiche. We put garlic, our garlic ghee on the crostini, and then we top it off with a little bit of dill, and it should really be just like a party in your mouth.
So how did you learn to cook with cannabis?
To me, cannabis is just another ingredient. It's just like dill, you have oregano, you have basil, you have all these beautiful herbs, and to me, cannabis is just another flavor profile that I love to add into food, but it has medicinal purposes. I just think of things that will go great together, and the strains that we can use to complement the food. Oh, look at that. I love to cook, that's my happy place. You know, they say it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert on something. I've definitely put in those hours in the kitchen.
Yeah, I think I put 10,000 hours of smoking in, so I think I'm good at that.
That's why we're here.
We measure the amount of THC, CBD, all the cannabinoids by using a T-check, potency checker now. When we first started, we would just kind of guess it or use online calculators, and sometimes that proved to not be as useful, and people got a little too much. And so now we definitely check every amount. We check the potency of the flour, we check the potency of the infusions on everything, and try to balance it out so everyone has the best experience possible.
This is goat cheese. We're gonna do our herb-crusted goat cheese balls. Herb, and I mean herb, right? The right herb. And you will taste this in the goat cheese balls. This is our beautiful, very popular summer berry salad that we make with our double herb crusted goat cheese balls and our homemade candied pecans.
What herbs are on these cheese balls?
This has herb de Provence, a very popular herb, and to pair with that, we have the 24-karat strain of cannabis. It's raw cannabis, so you'll be eating it, getting all the benefits of the antioxidants without the high. But we'll take care of the high too.
What's that?
We're gonna infuse the salad dressing with our cannabis olive oil. This is infused with the headband strain, again featuring some of those lemony scents. And this is our homemade balsamic vinaigrette. Each of those test tubes now contain 14 milligrams of THC.
14 milligrams of THC. So the infusion in this is on the oil, because the herb, it doesn't really give us any THC because it's not decarbed, or does it work as well?
It's THCA, so you get the
THCA,
benefits without the high. It's not
perfect.
Too
And how long should this kick in?
Because it's fat soluble, because it's infused into the oil, you could fill it anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours, depending on person. One of our favorite things to do in this beautiful house, this architecture built here, and was one of our venues we can have for Tasty High Chef, is to have a happy hour or a cocktail party, which is something we offer. It's called our Cannabar service. So I'd like you guys to be a Cannabar tender today. First you have your shaker with ice already in there. Go ahead and throw in those cut serranos. 1 shot of the simple syrup.
Double up, I'm kidding.
Our fresh squeezed margarita mix. It's orange, lemon, and lime shake. Now to take the drink to the next level, go ahead and use the lime. add a jalapeno and a small cannabis leaf.
My goodness, you're an official.
Blam.
Wow,
Bartender.
you're hired.
Lit.
Canna bar.
I like that.
My goodness. Way better than alcohol, seriously.
No, bro, you can't even taste like the THC or anything.
Yeah. There's heat, there's sweet, there's sour, and there's weed.
People have something against cannabis. It might be perhaps smoking, because smoking aspect, but who can be against eating? Everybody likes to eat. So that's where we decided to merge together. We did it for our friends, they loved it, and here we are.
We're gonna smoke the shrimp. So one of the ways we like to infuse the food is with the flavor and the smell of cannabis. And the best way to do that is by actually smoking.
Because the only thing happier than shrimp is high shrimp. You can smoke just about everything. And the flavor, it adds just another flavor profile. Yeah.
A few minutes later.
That smell!
How do we gauge the amount? We take it as our average service is about 20 to 25 milligrams, and we see that as something similar to having about a glass and a half of wine. And that's what I think people really enjoy, about a glass and a half to 2 glasses of wine, which is where we think is 20 to 25 milligrams. We have a tuna stack, which includes avocado, mango, cucumber, and our locally sourced tuna. And it kind of showcases all these beautiful flavors.
Mangoes are from Mexico, cucumbers are from Mexico, so it's all just like the California and Baja. This is our kumquat lemon chili dressing that we put on top, infused with our cannabis coconut oil, infused with dosi dough.
Nephew and I have very special guests today, the co-creator of the Filipino Cannabis Guy, Mr. Gino Jose, and award-winning actress, Miss Francesca Farr. We are gonna enjoy this cannabis infused meals. So this is a summer berry salad with spiced candy pecan and herb crushed goat cheese with cannabis infused vinaigrette. They have double the weed. They have the herb on the goat cheese and have cannabis infusion with the vinaigrette. So that's how they infuse that.
Is there anything special about this sauce?
The sauce is infused with cannabis right on the top.
Okay, so you have an option to actually dose yourself.
Yeah, you have an option to pick the full dose or even half.
Yeah.
But may I suggest just pouring the whole thing? Seriously.
So you said that this goat cheese has dried herb in it? Does that make you high?
It doesn't really make you high, but it does have THCA. So there's no cannabinoids that will make you high, but you will still get some medicinal values out of it.
Amazing.
This is the quail egg and caviar crostini.
We're so used to edibles being just like gummies or chocolate or just like maybe candy or something. Yeah.
It feels like I'm in an actual restaurant and just eating normal food.
Right.
I don't even taste weed.
Right. Until when you're in the parking lot, you'll be like, whoa.
Those ones over there are the smoked shrimp spoons. The way they made it is they smoked the shrimp at the end with cannabis smoke. So there's really no infusion of cannabis in the food, but what it does, it smokes it and brings cannabis flavor to it.
Whoa, that's an experience.
I think this is the first time that I've actually eaten an actual gourmet dish that's cannabis infused.
Same here.
I want to taste the cannabis flavored shrimp. Yeah, it has a smoky flavor, but not the regular smoky flavor. Very good. Cheers, guys.
Each drink has 7 milligrams of THC. I kind of stopped consuming alcohol.
What better way to
Dude,
substitute?
I think I'm done with alcohol. I think this is it. And the last one, we have the Baja Tuna Stack. We have avocados, mangoes, cucumbers, and tuna on top. All locally sourced out. The way that the cannabis is infused is through the sauce.
So the more the sauce, the more the...
The more the sauce, the merrier. If there was a California meal in the whole menu today, this is it.
That's the dish. That's the dish.
Thank you very much, Claire and Masha of Tasty High Chef, for having us. And please tell us, where can we find you guys?
You can find us on the internet at www.tastyhighchef.com and on Instagram at tastyhighchef.
Yelp, we're everywhere.
Thank you guys, the food was amazing.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
It was a pleasure tasting your food.
Soon after.
So it's been an hour and I'm feeling a little buzzed. Not too high, not too sober. I think it's just the right amount for me to enjoy this beautiful day. My experience was really pleasant. I'm grateful for the experience, and honestly, it was my first time trying out a gourmet infused food. Definitely would recommend it.
It's been an hour and I'm pretty buzzed, feeling euphoric, and after tasting a meal like that, who wouldn't want to try medicinal cannabis in food? So there's a warning when you consume cannabis that you should not operate heavy machinery. So I don't recommend driving after that. Just take an Uber and you'll, have no worries after.
Hope you learned something new today. Please like, share, and subscribe for more content about cannabis with
Filipino and American flavor. Mabuhay.
Stay high, yo. Peace.